Ciao ragazzi, welcome back. Claudio Giganti here with GigaRacing to talk a little bit of a Reds race. I was actually Friday practice. A lot of good news this week. Valentino Rossi, you see it on my the background here. He signed up for a 5 years contract to have his own MotoGP team. Starting next year, that is going to be awesome. We still don't know what bike is going to be. He's saying that he's negotiating with Yamaha, with Ducati, with Aprilia. I'm pretty confident that he's not going to have a Suzuki, but I've been proving wrong, so I could be wrong. So anyway, it's been a lot of gossip around Valentino Rossi. I gotta go back a little bit because Yamaha lately, I believe, haven't been fair with Valentino Rossi. Everything started when he didn't got the factory bike for this year, which is okay. They promised him if he decided to stay to have a factory bike, but with a satellite team, and that's what happened. One of my main concerns is that what happened was he wasn't allowed to keep his entire team. Okay, basically, they say that he has 3 persons from his whole team, but the one that really makes a big difference as far as performance is his electronic engineer, which he was able to carry over. Everybody else is new, and we all know how if you're not feeling good with the team, you can't get good results. We saw it with Mari Vinales, okay, when he was with Morbidelli, current team manager, right? And he couldn't get the bike going, and he wasn't doing. That year was a write-off for him, and he thought it was the problem was that, and you change few elements, even just one element, just your team manager, okay, on your team, and it will make a big impact on your performance, okay? So now everything is new. Galbuzero is not there anymore. He's older, team manager is not there. His group is gone, okay? So it's a lot harder for him to work, and I strongly believe, don't start calling me and making comments now that I think about conspiracy. I think it's almost like Yamaha wanted to fade out Valentino Rossi, almost like he doesn't want to, people to remember Yamaha winning with Valentino Rossi, but they want, to be able to win with a new rider. So there is a lot of, talk and conversation about Morbidelli not having the factory ride, and Valentino Rossi having the factory ride by doing so bad. It's a combination of elements. I think Valentino felt that he wasn't really looked after by Yamaha. And before, I remember Valentino always saying that he wanted to finish his career with Yamaha, but I believe he's not going to. After how Yamaha handled the situation, I don't think he's gonna go forward and finish his career with Yamaha. I strongly believe that Valentino Rossi is gonna, try to ride 1 year with his brother. It's anybody's dream to be able to race alongside with your brother. So with the new VR46 team, I strongly believe that Luca Marini and Valentino Rossi will be in the same team, and who knows? Maybe we'll have to have a third bike for Morbidelli, which is a VR46 rider at the moment, or maybe they will cut him loose and let him go to another team. Talking briefly about Morbidelli, he's been complaining about the bike, saying that the 2019 bike is a lot slower than the current factory bike, and he won't be able to win races or perform as well that he did last year due to the bike. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused, guys. Morbidelli asked for this older bike. His team manager asked for his older bike, and they were really happy. Now they seen the difference between the new bike and the old bike. Well, you know what? There is contract in place. It's not like, oh, let's just give him the factory bike. It's not as easy that it sounds, guys. Yes, Yamaha is very capable to, produce 2 more bikes, because usually they have 2 more bikes for a Morbidelli, but they're not going to. There is a regulation, there is contract. They were not going to go to that. So, as far as Valentino Rossi and which factory he will go with, I think it's between Ducati and Aprilia, and I'm really torn in between the two of them. I think it can be either one game. I think he gets some feedback. Yes, it's an older machine, but he gets a feedback. I'm pretty sure he's part with Luca Marini, and he will talk to Luca Marini, until they make the decision about how the Ducati is performing and what the Luca Marini feeling is. As far as I'm concerned, I know Yamaha is out of question just because he cannot get the bike to work. Yamaha definitely took a direction on the project towards the feedback from Quartararo and Vinales, and obviously it's not a feedback for Valentino Rossi. Also, Valentino Rossi does not like this Michelin tire. He's having problem making the rear work and the front work, so it's just a mess, guys. It's just a disaster. They're trying all different settings, but again, if you're not with your team, if you're not with your old team that you know how to work with, it's a learning curve. It's only been 3 races. It's very early to judge. I think we will see by middle of the season if he will be doing better. Then it will be proving that he needed time to adjust with all those changes. Okay. I wanted to also mention that a lot of people mention out there, they say, "Oh, he's too old. He's 42." Well, when I look at the lap times in FP2, for example, Alex Marquez is just the same, almost the exact same lap time than Valentino Rossi, and it's a lot younger, and it's been in the Honda already for that's the 2nd year. And when you look at Nakagami, which is just half a second behind, there is 9/10 of a second difference between Nakagami and Alex Marquez on the exact same bike. So please stop saying that Valentino Rossi is old and he cannot keep up with a young rider. Iker Lecuona is behind Rossi, for example, and then if you look at Miguel Oliveira, it's 6/10 behind. But again, Iker Lecuona, same bike, 9/10 behind Oliveira. So please do not assume that because he's old, he cannot perform. I think he's in a great shape. I think he's very ambitious. I think he still loves it. He's just got to find the right setup. Okay, so let's finish off with Valentino Rossi. Marc Marquez was back out in FP1 again, 3rd fastest lap time. Really, really good. I don't know if his endurance is going to be there. It's just because he's still recovering 2 weeks after the last race. After the last race, we saw him. He was really tired and improved after that race. So you could see that in FP2, in free practice 2, he don't even attend to try to get fast lap time. He finished 16th. Jack Miller, like talk about a little bit about Ducati. Again, Bagnaia is on fire. It's our favorite for this weekend. And also Fabio Quartararo is up front. Now, Morbidelli has a great pace. And I can tell you guys, Franco Morbidelli was half a second behind on FP1 and half a second behind on FP2 from the top leader. But he never put a soft tire on. So he never went in a time attack. he just was using a medium tire, trying to get his race pace. I think we're gonna see really strong this weekend. Morbidelli, mark my words. I know I've been wrong before, but I think I got it this weekend. So Miller is still suffering under the shadow of Francesco Bagnaia. Again, very surprisingly to see the Aprilia, happy surprise to see the Aprilia right up front. Alex Espargaro was second best time on FP1 and third best time in FP2. So I think we're going to see more and more from the Aprilia. Hopefully Alex Espargaro will be able to do good. And again, talking about the rest, Maverick Viñales, happy to see him up front again. It was half a second behind on FP2, which is really good, and 4/10 behind in FP1. So he's trying to get back together. Last race was bad, but don't rule him out yet. I think we might be seeing something good from him as well. Everybody else, Rins and Johan Mir. Rins 8 on FP2 and 10 on FP1. He was doing really okay. And then Johan Mir 13 on FP2, 8/10 of a second behind. I don't know if they might be trying different setups, and I'm not sure what tires he used. I haven't checked, but I think we'll see the Suzuki back up front again. Johan Zarco still pretty strong. FP1 it was under 4/10 behind the top, and FP2 it was just over 6/10. So I think we might see him back in. He's coming back from a crash and a bad crash during the race. Not bad that he got hurt, but mentally bad because he kind of killed his confidence. So he's going to build up his confidence back. So guys, again, thank you for watching MotoGP Talk with Claudio Giganti and GigaRacing. I got a little glass of red wine. It's late tonight, 10:30 p.m., but still there doing the videos. Thank you again for watching, and ciao, a domani.